and welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to start off by wishing everyone a very Merry Christmas. I hope you all will have an amazing time with your friends and family and that the food will be awesome. But for today's video, I thought I would do a holiday glam makeup look, and this is the look I decided to go for. Of course, I decided to wear a red lip because what's more festive than a red lip? So yeah, I really hope this video is going to be helpful and maybe an inspiration for some of you guys for the holiday seasons, for Christmas, New Year's Eve. I also used two palettes for the first time that are fairly new. So I used the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette for the first time, and then I also used the Colourpop Golden State of Mind palette, and this is the eye look I came up with. I decided to go all out for this look and go for a super glamorous makeup tutorial. So yeah, I'm wearing lashes, red lips, a lot of highlight. So yeah, I am definitely ready for Christmas Eve. And remember guys, Christmas is not about the gifts. It is about spending quality time with your family and really enjoying that. But before we go ahead and get on into this tutorial, if you're new to my channel, then welcome. I would love it if you would stick around by subscribing. And you can also always hit that notification bell down below. That way you get notified for all of my future videos. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into this super glamorous makeup look. Alright, so starting off, I'm prepping my skin using my Farsali Unicorn Essence Serum. And then to moisturize my lips and prep them for the liquid lipstick that we're going to apply afterwards, I used some of my Bath & Body Works Naughty Lip Gloss. Then to cancel out my dark circles, I used my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, which has been my favorite corrector. This stuff works wonders. For foundation, I decided to go for the Ordinary Coverage Foundation. I am in the shade 1.2 YG. This has amazing coverage and it lasts all day long. Then to fill in my eyebrows, I use my Colourpop brow color in the shade Taupe, which I always use, so I'm going to speed through this process. Then to set my eyebrows, I applied some of my Colourpop Brow Boss Gel, which I have been trying out lately, and I must say it looked a bit scary because it's white, but I absolutely love it. And then to prep my eyes for the eyeshadow, I'm applying some of my Milani eyeshadow primer. Okay, then moving on to eyeshadow, I started off by using my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, and I wanted to use the white shade to set that eyeshadow primer but realized it had way too much shimmer in it. So then I used my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour palette, and then I used the transition shade that I just showed you and buffed that into my crease and a little bit above my crease as well. To darken that up just a little bit, I used a slightly darker but also brown shade that is matte and buffed it in my crease just a little bit below that transition shade, and doing the same with the eyeshadow that I just showed you, which is way darker, and I also concentrated this in my outer V. And then I used the previous blending brush without any additional product to make sure that everything was nice and blended because you don't want any harsh lines. Going in with this even darker shade, I'm focusing this in my outer V to darken it up and make sure that it looks a little bit smoky on the outer V, and then again making sure that it is nice and blended. Then before going in with my shimmery lid shade, of course I use some of my NYX Glitter Primer, which I always do because this provides a good, nice, tacky base. Then for my lid shade, I use my Colourpop Golden State of Mind eyeshadow palette, and I use the first shade that I showed you. But to apply these, you have to wet your brushes to get the best effect. So that is what I did using my All Nighter makeup setting spray. And then I used this shade, which is slightly darker and has a different undertone, to connect the outer V and the lid shade. And then I went back in with my brushes that I used for my outer V and my crease to make sure, again, that everything is nice and blended. And then to highlight my brow bone, I did use that shade that I used in the beginning, which is a beautiful shimmery beige shade. And then since this is a more glamorous makeup look, I decided to apply some of my Inglot AMC Eyeliner Gel in the shade 77, which is a nice matte black. Then I curl my eyelashes and apply some of my Marcelle Extensions Plus Mascara before applying my false lashes. For falsies today, I decided to use my Natalia by House of Lashes, and I also use my House of Lashes dark eyelash adhesive, which is amazing if you have winged eyeliner or just black eyeliner in general, so I applied those. Alright, so then to finish off my face, I applied some of my Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and I am in the shade Fair Neutral, which is the number 10. And I also used this concealer to clean up the outer edges of my eyeshadow and apply some on the center of my face to balance everything out. Then I used my NudeStix Nudies All Over Face color in the shade Bondi Bay as a cream contour slash bronzer, and this is amazing. This stuff blends out like it's nothing. It's crazy. To set my concealer in place, I used my Kat Von D shade and light contour palette again and applied the banana shade. And then to set the rest of my face, I used my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, which is my favorite setting powder ever. My skin looks beautiful whenever I use this, and it is also very long lasting. For bronzer, I used my Catrice Luminizing Bronzer, which is an oldie but a goodie. Then to add some contour into my face, I used the Kat Von D palette again and used the Cool Toned Contour shade and applied it on the usual areas. Lately I have been liking contouring my nose, and since this is a more glamorous makeup look, I couldn't leave this out. For blush, I decided to use my Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. Again, an oldie but a goodie. Since I've been back from Toronto, I have been rediscovering my makeup collection and I love it. Then for highlight, I used my Jouer Powder Highlighter in the shade Citrine. Again, rediscovered this since I got back from Canada. And this is such an amazing highlight. It is so intense. Then of course we have to set all of this makeup in place, and for this I used my favorite one, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter. And then to highlight my inner corners, I went back in with my Colourpop Golden State of Mind palette and used that light shimmery shade. Then I also have to finish off the eye still, so I applied this dark brown on my lower lash line and then blended it out using the same crease shade and transition shade that I used on my crease. Alright, then finishing off this look with the lips, I decided to use my Colourpop Lippy Pencil in the shade Frenchie, which is a beautiful red. And then I had trouble deciding which lipstick I wanted to wear, but I went for my Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Saigon, which is my favorite red lipstick ever. And that was the last step for this glamorous makeup look. Alright guys, and that was it for this makeup tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope it was an inspiration for some of you guys for your makeup for the holidays. If you like this video and if you like this look I came up with, definitely give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to enter my Christmas giveaway, which is going to end very soon. It is linked down below in the description, so don't forget to enter. Subscribe before you leave. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you all in my next video.